Hi, my name is Rene Bastarache with the American School of Hypnosis. And today I'd like to speak to you about the traits and characteristics of the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind has about 7 different characteristics. The first one is its responsibility is to absorb all the information it can within its abilities or senses. Whether the information or input it accepts is good, bad, right, or wrong, it doesn't matter. Its job is just to absorb everything like a sponge. Number 2, this is probably one of the most important features of the subconscious, which it's similar to a 4-year-old child, the mentality of the subconscious mind. It wants to help you just like a child does as much as it can, but it simply doesn't know how. But it does have the power to change literally anything. So it has to be given proper instructions. Number 3, it will grant you what you are most dominantly feeling and focusing on. So think of this as kind of like an out-of-control genie. The average human being has approximately 64,000 thoughts a day. So there's a lot of thoughts that you realize you're thinking, some of them that just happen, some of them you're thinking of what you don't want, some of them you're thinking about things that disgust you, that you love. There's so many different thoughts. So whatever you focus on, the subconscious mind will grant you, just like a genie, everything you're focusing on all the time. This is very important to understand. So when you're thinking about you want money, what are you focusing on? You're focusing on money. When you're thinking about how you can't pay your bills, what are you focusing on? Can't pay your bills. So the lack of having enough money to pay them. We'll get more into this in just a few moments. Now here's another important concept, number 4. The subconscious mind has no concept of past or future. It's only present. This will help you to understand where a lot of problems are coming from for you and your clients. According to the subconscious mind, past, present, or future are all the same. It doesn't understand them, so everything is now. So when you're saying, I want money, what you're actually focusing on is the lack of money now. When you're focusing on or saying to yourself, I want to be healthy, where's your focus? Your focus is on having the lack of health now. You see where this is going? A lot of people are always speaking about what they want to have, and they're wondering why they're getting just the opposite. It's because their focus is on the lack of having it now. And of course, since the subconscious mind is like an out-of-control genie, that's exactly what you're getting. So you always get what you want. Anything that you have desired it. Either by wanting it on purpose, by wanting it thinking the opposite of it, by thinking of it in the future. You never know what you might have been focusing on, but if you weren't focusing on having it now, you were probably doing the opposite of what you want. Number 5, the subconscious mind does not understand negative. Think of it this way. Here's a little exercise. Right now, do not think of a purple monkey jumping up and down on top of my desk, wearing a pink tutu, playing the banjo. Don't think of it. Did you think of it? Of course you did. There's really no way not to think of it. In order to not think of something, you have to think about what not to think about. So what are you focusing on? You're focusing on the negative. When you tell a child who's coming into the room carrying a nice crystal glass full of water and you say, don't drop that, what's the first thing they think? Drop that. It doesn't understand negative. How about when you're walking through the room and someone's changing in the corner and they say, don't look? What's your first response? Isn't it to look to see what they were doing? The subconscious mind does not understand negative. So when you're focusing on not being broke, on not being sick, on not being able to pay your bills, on what are you doing? All these negatives it doesn't understand, so you are focusing on attracting the opposite of what you want. So your subconscious mind, being the out of control genie, will make sure that you can't pay your bills, that you'll be sick, all these things that you're focusing on in the negative. So it only understands yes. It simply attracts the negative or the opposite if you use the word no. Number 6, the subconscious mind does not understand sarcasm. What is sarcasm? It's simply a humorous way to insult somebody, so there's really no need for it. After all, what would a 4-year-old child think with sarcasm? They just wouldn't understand. And while we're on that same note, it brings us to number 7, the subconscious mind does not understand humor. When's the last time you told a 4-year-old child a joke that they understood? So whatever you say, whatever you focus on, whatever you're feeling, keep in mind the subconscious mind is this out-of-control genie saying, make it so, make it so. So what are you focusing on? Are you focusing on being healthy now? Are you focusing on being rich now? Are you saying, I am happy, I have a wonderful relationship, I am in love with my spouse? Or are you saying, I'm going to have a better relationship, focusing on the lack of having it now? So think about these 7 different traits of the subconscious mind that I brought up to you. What do they sound like? The basic definition of the law of attraction is wherever you place your thoughts, focus, and attention, that's what gets drawn to you. So if you look at what I just described to you with the subconscious mind, the properties of the subconscious mind is the law of attraction. Wherever you place your focus, wherever you're putting your dominant feelings, that is what's going to happen to you. Think about this for a moment. How you feel about everything is how you are living. It's what you are, and you will always attract more of what you are. Thank you for watching this video. One more thing before we go. If you have any questions about hypnosis or you'd like us to address any certain topics, please ask us in the comment box below and we'll try to address them as soon as we can. Also, for those of you who haven't gotten it yet, you can download our free 446-page clinical hypnosis manual absolutely free. This is the actual curriculum that we use in class. It addresses everything I spoke of today and pretty much everything we're going to be speaking of in the upcoming videos. So if you haven't got it yet, just go to our website at choosehypnosis.com. You'll have the link at the end of this video. Thanks a lot, and have a spectacular day.